Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and talk about the importance of a hundreds list. I feel like sometimes when we just get started in the business, we don't really understand the hundreds list, but I kind of want to explain it so you can understand why it's so important to create a hundreds list right away. So what I like to do is I just bought this one, so I'm going to start a new hundreds list because I have an old one from my previous 2 years in the business. So I'm going to start a new one in this little booklet here. So that's why I have it out now, and I decided to make a video. So what I'm going to do is go through my Facebook and write down everybody I know on Facebook. Okay, and then I'm going to write down everybody in my messenger that I've talked to in the past 2 years. I'm going to write all my friends and family, people that I talk to, people that are in my life, and I'm going to write them here. Even if they don't shop from me or buy from me or join my team right away, I'm going to write them down because eventually I know that they will. So it's important to have them written down so you can share the business opportunity or the products with them. So like I said, what I like to do is I like to write down everybody, and then where this is going to come handy is when you have parties. When you have a promo like right now on follow-up Fridays and Thursdays, you're going to have people written down that you've already talked to. You're going to have family written down. What I do, if they say they're not interested, I just go ahead and like mark a star or write not interested next to it, but I still leave them on my list. And what I do is I just interact with them on Facebook. Even if they say they're not interested, you know, some people will say to continue to share, but I just don't like to bug people. If they say they're not interested, I just leave it alone because I know that they will come to me when they are interested. A no and a not interested doesn't mean they're never going to be interested. It just means at that time in their life, they're not interested. So I don't like to just take them off of my hundreds list. I like to just write something next to it to kind of know, you know, don't message them, just form a relationship with them. So that's what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be writing down my hundreds list. If you are new and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with 100 people, what I say is start with a 30s list. I always tell my new people to start with the 30s list, and then once you write down 30 people, from then on, every time you talk to somebody about a product, anytime you talk to somebody about an opportunity, anytime someone likes, comments, and you get a chance to message them back and ask them if they're interested in learning more because they liked and commented on your post, then I write their name down and I write down the product that they're interested in. Sometimes I won't have the product written next to their name they're interested in, but I will always follow up with them with whatever product I want. So I'll say like, hey girl, I have a deal right now for the greens. I know you were interested in a product in the past. Would you be interested in being a model for the greens? Or you can just message them and say, you know, about the product they were interested in. But I like to switch it up sometimes because if you're following up with them consistently, what I like to do is like every 2 weeks I do like a really thorough follow-up, or maybe once a month. Like I will follow up with everybody, and then every Friday what I do is I follow up. Thursday and Friday I follow up with everybody I've been talking to for the past week or 2 weeks that I notice is in my messenger. So that way I'm not following up with the same people every week. I'm spacing it out and I'm doing like a thorough follow-up every month, making sure I follow up with everybody, but then like every week I follow up with the people I've been talking to during the week. And you should always be talking to new people. I say at least 10 to 20 people that you should message every single day. If it's not forming a new relationship, just saying hello, complimenting them, then half of those need to be a message about product testers or something like that. And so if you do 20 a day, how many is that a week? That's about 100 people. Let's see, 10 a day, that's 70 a week. So you're following up with, you know, quite a bit of people a month. So I mean, if you're like me at the beginning of this business, I message everybody. I probably message like 100 people every couple days. So it just depends, but remember that you are going to get the hang of this. Everybody runs their business differently. So just know that if you're new, you will get organized in the way that helps you. Not everybody works this business the same, but the importance of the hundreds list, everybody needs to have a hundreds list. Because when it's follow-up day or day to invite to a party, or you have something going on, you have no list and you have nobody to follow up with, and it just makes things so much harder. So I encourage you today, today's Tuesday, we still have the promotion. It's a good time to go through your messenger, your friends list, everybody that you know, and write them down. And then message them at the same time. So you know you started off your hundreds list and you've also messaged them. Anyways, I hope this helps. You can also print off a hundreds list off your eSuite under documents. There's a hundreds list there that's printable that has an area where you write their name, their number, their email, if that is better for you. Kind of just depends, whatever works for you. And you will be shocked at how many people you will cross off your hundreds list if you make one. My old one, I have like so many people crossed off that have joined, that have purchased the product that I never thought would. So don't leave anybody out. Write everybody down. Let them choose if they're not interested or if they are. Don't leave people out. That's probably the biggest thing, is not to leave people out, because you just never know. If you don't share this opportunity and the products with them first, if you don't plant the seed with them first, someone else will. And I learned that a while ago. I had people that I didn't think were ever going to join me or buy a product from someone else and join someone else, because I was too scared to be the first one to share it with them and to plant that seed. The importance is really just planting seeds with our leads, making sure that we're forming a relationship with them. So when they are interested, they're going to remember that we were the first ones that talked to them. And they'll most likely come back to you. But if you don't, they are going to go to whoever's following up with them. They're going to buy from whoever interacts with them and whoever, you know, they just feel comfortable with. So make sure that you follow up, make sure that you write down those names, and don't leave nobody out. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.